Hi Lake County Library. This is Christy Lewis from the Lakeport branch, and today I'm here with a book haul for you. We've got some nonfiction, some more nonfiction. Oh, we have some fiction too. We have an author of color in here with what sounds like a momentous book. So let's just jump right into this book haul. But first, just want to let you know you can order any of these books for free. We have them listed down below so that you can just copy and paste them straight into the library catalog, which is also linked down below. If you copy and paste their titles or their authors or both into the catalog down below, you will see all of the options that we have for you available for different books, ebooks, audiobooks, large type, etc. So let's jump in. First, we have a nonfiction book called I Didn't Do the Thing Today. This is by Madeleine Dore. This is a book for anyone who has ever felt pressured to be doing more, being more productive, getting more done every day and achieve more. Well, this is your permission slip to relax a little bit. Listen to this description of what our days feel like with their never-ending to-do lists. There's the work thing, the catch-up thing, the laundry thing, the creative thing, the exercise thing, the family thing, the thing we don't want to do, and the thing we've been putting off despite it being the most important thing. Basically, this book dismantles the productivity myth so that we don't have to live in anxiety and disappointment every day if we don't get everything crossed off of our to-do lists. And I've actually heard this before too, that we always want to accomplish like 20% more than we possibly can in a day, so we never feel satisfied. For me, the refreshing thing is to make sure I take a day off. I always take Sundays off to spend with my family, and I don't do a lot of work on those days. And usually that leaves me pretty refreshed for the rest of the week so that I can get some stuff done. But there are still some Enneagram 2s out there who cannot relax unless they get everything crossed off of their to-do lists. So this book is for you and anybody who feels like they need this in their life. Check it out. I Didn't Do the Thing Today was published by Avery in 2022. Next we have, okay, I have not done a book of the haul for a little bit, just because I didn't think of it, but I just thought of it reading this again. I'm so excited about it. It's called The Sinner and the Saint, Dostoevsky and the Gentleman Murderer Who Inspired a Masterpiece by Kevin Birmingham. If you are in the library book club with me, you will know how instantly excited I was to read about this book because I really love Russian literature. So let's jump into it. The Sinner and the Saint is the story of the writing of Crime and Punishment. So it's like a biographical sketch of that time period in Fyodor Dostoevsky's life. So Crime and Punishment is a mystery and a masterpiece of world literature. And The Sinner and the Saint, which is telling the story of the creation of Crime and Punishment, is a New York Times Book Review Editor's Choice and one of the East Hampton Star's 10 best books of the year. Cool. So in it sounds like it also covers some other biographical material about Dostoevsky's life. So other points in his life are covered to some degree, like at one point in his life, he was supposed to be executed, and then at the last minute, he's like literally lined up to be shot in the head. The Tsar gives him like okay, you're gonna instead be exiled to Siberia, and he was gone for like 11 years or something. So he lived a crazy life, battled with epilepsy and poverty, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm just so excited. So basically, Dostoevsky was trying to battle the nihilism. I just realized that my audio isn't working, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Nihilism was really big in other parts of Europe, and as it was making its way into Russia, it was inspiring a lot of young revolutionaries to take up the cause, and their application of nihilism was pretty scary for Dostoevsky, and he decided he was going to write against that, which is frequently what he did in his novels. He would take, whatever was the popular philosophy running through St. Petersburg at the time and just tackle it. So he does that in this using a real-life inspiration, which is a notorious murderer in France named Pierre Francois something, I don't know. And he was really charming the public of France even while he was like outraging the population of France. I mean, he was a murderer, but he was very charming. So Raskolnikov, the main character of Crime and Punishment, is based on that real-life murderer in France. Dostoevsky crafts him to kind of show the errors of the radical politics and ideas that were kind of taking hold of St. Petersburg at that time. And his likability, Raskolnikov's likability, is what makes the story so chilling, because, this is a murderer. You're reading from his perspective, and you're like, why do I like him? So I already ordered it, so if you want to read it, get in line. So The Sinner and the Saint is available as an audiobook, and it was published by Penguin Press in 2022. Next, we have Her Hidden Genius by Marie Benedict. This is a historical novel by the New York Times bestselling author of The Other Einstein and The Mystery of Mrs. Christie. This is about Rosalind Franklin, the discoverer of the DNA helix, the double helix. Rosalind has always been an outsider. She always felt closer to the unchanging laws of physics and chemistry than to people. So she's not actually friends with her lab partners. And when she discovers through the power of X-ray that DNA is actually a double helix, they just steal the idea from her and she does not get the credit. So this novel is kind of shining a light on her, and apparently it's a wild ride, and the Financial Times calls it a humanely as well as scientifically engaging read. Her Hidden Genius, available on ebook, and was published by Source Books Landmark in 2022. Next, we have Principles for Dealing with the Changing World Order: Why Nations Succeed and Fail by Ray Dalio. This New York Times bestseller, yes, it's already a bestseller, maps the broad economic histories of different empires: the Dutch, the British, the American, etc. Ray Dalio, who is a legendary investor and author of the #1 New York Times bestselling book Principles, is tracking these big cycles throughout history of these nations, using the experience of his half a century studying the global markets. And his goal is to kind of help everybody prepare for the coming economic and political turbulence that he is predicting, with some practical advice that he has for everybody. So if you're concerned about the economic and political state of America and the world in general, this could be a great book for you. Certain things have piqued his concern and interest lately, like the huge debts, zero or net zero interest rates, and some other things that are all happening all at the same time. And all of this stuff hasn't happened all at the same time since 1930 and 1945. Between that period, which we know that's not a happy period, that's like the Great Depression era. Scary. If Principles for Dealing with the Changing World Order sounds good to you, you could check it out on ebook for free or regular book, and it was published by Avid Readers Press in 2021. I really like that title for that publisher. And finally, we have The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois, an Oprah's book club novel. That was in the title on Amazon. That's funny. I don't think it's in the title though for the library book. So if you are searching for it in the library catalog, make sure to just put The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois. By Honoree Fanonne Jeffers. So this is also a historical novel by the 2020 NAACP Image Award-winning poet who is making her fiction debut with this book. And it's been National Book Award longlisted, an epic that chronicles the journey of one American family from the centuries of the colonial slave trade through the Civil War to our own tumultuous era. And I can't even describe all of the attention and hype this book is getting. Like, look at this giant list. All of that that's emboldened is like all the people who are saying yes to this book. Yes, it's our pick. It's the best one. Read this one. So it sounds like it's a big deal, worth checking out anyways. So we are following Ailey, who is reared in the North in the city. It doesn't say what city, so I'm guessing it's just the city versus the country. But she has spent her summers in the small town of Chickasetta, Georgia, where her mother's family has lived since their ancestors arrived from Africa in bondage. So from an early age, Ailey has been battling to find belonging. She's experienced what W.E.B. Du Bois called the double consciousness, which is something that African Americans, according to him, feel. It's just like a sensitivity that they possess in order to survive. So she's taking a journey in this novel to uncover the stories of her ancestors in order to come to terms with herself and her heritage. The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois is available on ebook, audiobook, book on CD, Play Away, and it was published by Harper in 2021. Well guys, I hope that you found a new book to read through this book haul. Let us know down below if you have any questions or if you ordered any of these books. We love to hear from you. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more from us, and hit that little notifications bell so you get notified instantly whenever we post a new video. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.